Benjamins. Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only DBL Nicks.
In the house.
And of course, the Stonk Queen herself. That's right, a special appearance by the Stonk Queen, DBL Moms. Hey. Yeah, now it's a party. Let's get into this right off the beginning. So we did a video yesterday, DBL Nicks. We did a video. But first, before we talk about the video, let me just say that we are not financial advisor or stock advisors. This is not stock or financial advice. This is just a show. Hey! All right. Now, if you're not following us on the YouTube, go ahead and follow us on the YouTube. And if you're not following us at Twitter or aka x.com, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And if you're not following us on Twitch, follow us at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, if you want to join us on our Discord, we have that special going on, and it's attached to the first post, the pinned post. Go ahead, you tell them what it is.
Pinned comment section.
The pinned comment section, and it's also in the description. And we've got a special where you can try out the Discord for 5 days at $1. $1 for 5 days, and then $39.99 thereafter. And we call a lot of bangers a lot of times, like, for example, the ticker that you're looking at right now, ASNS. In fact, we did a video on it yesterday. Some people may be talking about it this morning, but we spoke about it last night before it ran 1,251%. Can I have a witness, doubles? Dangerous. Dangerous. Oh, so right now we're looking at a descending wedge, and we're hoping that it bounces off the VWAP. But again, it has already gone 1,251%. And if you haven't catched the video, go ahead and check out the video that we did on it, our due diligence. They got a contract. They got, like, I think 3 contracts with the military or something like that, and it just went parabolic. Microfloat. What was the float? 3.62 million. Nope, wrong float. Yeah, that one. 2.54 million float, and it's already had 27 million in volume pre-market. It shot up 1,251%. Currently, it's only 787%. Only 787%. We don't bother with the 15%ers, do we? No, we got to get the big ones. So in the Discord, we also called NDRA at 191%, MFI 176%, CCM 110%, and MITQ 132%. And then we had some baby ones. MGRX 34%, UCAR 72%, SYTA 86%. So they're on our watch list right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into some of these tickeroons. So we're looking at ASNS right now. The volume is on the low side, and we're going to basically wait to see what happens. You know what I mean? Because we're not seeing it move too much at this juncture. So let's go ahead and wait and see what it does. What it do? Yeah. Hold on 1 second here. What's going on here? Yep. We're getting some information here. Let's go there. Yeah. Why is my RSI not showing? Why are you not showing? Where are you, RSI? Where are you? Show study. I was looking for you. You were hiding on me. There you go. I love the RSI. Me and the RSI are friends. We're friends, DBL Moms. Yeah. Let's take a look at the NVVE. NVVE on the scanner. NVVE. Let's see what it looks like. It's moving. It's 79 cents. 79 cents. What's the deal with it? It's a 5 million float, but it only has 74,000 in volume. And we have news on the 23rd where it engages in Capello Global Investment Bank to enhance new strategic partnership and growth strategy. Okay, it popped and it dropped. All right, never mind. We'll go to the videotape for the next ticker that was moving quite parabolic, MITQ. MITQ currently up 80%, but MITQ popped up 132%. It has a 6.9 million float, and the volume is 18 million. So not a heck of a lot of volume, but it did move up significantly on news that MITQ was awarded a multi-million-dollar contract for a state-of-the-art Alamo Drafthouse Cinema in Indianapolis. And it's currently selling off. Chrysanthemo, where are the bottomtails? We are on the Serengeti, my brother. We're on the Serengeti hunting for stonks or gazelles.
Good morning.
Stonks are.
Family, have an awesome day.
You too. Let's get some greenery. It's got to be greenable. Okay, so MITQ is selling off. It's sad. It's sad. It went up 136%. But what have you done for me lately? Let's keep looking. MFI was another ticker that moved parabolic. Let's go take a look at it. And it too sold off. Okay, not particularly attractive, but here's the deal with it. It's currently up 70%. I'm not seeing any particular news on it. It's got a 2.6 million float and 15 mil of volume. But again, not schmexy. Right back to the videotape. Let's go to ASNS. Let me try it again. ASNS. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Let's analyze this. So here's the deal. We're going to get the graffiti pencil out because we always get the graffiti pencil out. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go like this. Boom. This is your demand zone right here. Let's go to the supply zone. This is the supply zone. So it's a fancy schmancy way of saying this is an area of support. This is an area of resistance. Resistance is futile. Yeah, I'm a Trekkie. Sorry. Okay, so here's the deal. We're seeing a spike at 639, so that's where it went 1,251%, a sell-off, and then a deeper sell-off, which kind of formed a descending wedge just below VWAP, and now the price action has jumped up over VWAP and is holding support. And what I particularly like, doubles, let me go and do a little zoom, is that we have the 9 EMA above the 13 EMA, the 13 EMA above the 20, and the 20 above the VWAP. That's something that I like to see. Now, I need to see this particular level. Let's get the graffiti pencil out. This particular level break. I need to see that break. And I don't like red candles with top tails. We don't like the top tails.
We like the bottom
It's
tails.
all about the bottom tails. DBL moms. It's all about the bottom tails. Bottom tails. Bottom tails, baby. It's all about the bottom tails. If you're having fun and if you're ready to make some money today, go ahead and share the stream, because sharing is caring, and that would be very kind of you. Thank you very much. If you share, thank you very much. If you don't share, thank you very much anyway, but sharing is caring, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and see what else is going on here. So let's zoom out a little bit. So again, this is a level that needs to be changed. Let's go take a look at what's going on in a tighter time frame. 1 minute. Let's go take a look at a 1 minute time frame, and we can see that it looks like over here it could either be a cup with a handle, or it could be a double top and bringing the price action down. Now it is 8:40. It's still early. This stock has gone absolutely bonkers, and I am sure that there's a ton of people who purchased this stock last night, right? And they'll probably do some profit taking at the 9:30 bell, so we could definitely see the price action maybe going downward. Not advice, I'm just talking to myself. I'm not no stock professional. I'm just saying, what would I do if I bought the stock yesterday? I'd lock in profits today. Yeah, right? So maybe a pullback towards the bell, but right now it's still kind of early, and it seems to be moving off this descending wedge, and the news seems to be particularly schmexy with ASNS. The news is Actalis receives new orders to supply 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 military bases with cyber hardened. It's got to be hardened. If it's not hard, I mean, what are we doing here? Soft is no good. Hard is better. Hardened networking technology continues momentum with U.S. military. So that was the news that came out yesterday at 4:30 p.m. in after hours. And of course, we told our Discord about it right away. And it was going parabolic yesterday. And then it pulled back. And then this morning, it went parabolic. And we did a video on it last night saying that it had a good chance of going parabolic. And guess what happened? It went parabolic. It went up 1,251%. So that's the story. Now, it is super extended. If we zoom on in, you can see that the price action is super duper extended, and it came from Pennyland. So now it's in Dollarland from Pennyland. It was actually right over here. at 45 cents, right? 45 cents before the news came out. Right around here is probably 4:30 yesterday when we reported it to our Discord, and the news comes out and it starts moving. And then right over here is the 4 o'clock hour, and we get a massive spike upward, and it just keeps on going up and up and up, and it hits a 12.51% run. So right now we're looking specifically at this area, and on the 1 minute it looks like it's now trying to form a double top, which could be a potential flush. It could also be a cup and handle, but it's looking more and more like a double top at this juncture. So right over here would be a top, right over here would be a top. Now it could be a cup and handle if it wants to be a good boy or girl. I don't know which one, but whatever, right? If it wants to be a good boy or a good girl, it could give me a cup and a handle with some consolidation right over here. And then, let's go zoom. And then we see it go maybe do one of these joints right here, right over here. Boom. That would be nice, right? That would be nice, right? So if it's a cup and handle, that way, if we see that the price action starts to come down towards VWAP, and if it doesn't hold VWAP, then it would be more likely to be a double top and push downwards. So it's either a cup and handle at this point or a double top, and it's kind of not clear at this point what it's doing. But it is coming up off of a descending wedge, so we're hoping that the price action stays above these particular indicators and starts moving up. Now, that being said, we're looking at the RSI, and it's slowly moving towards the oversold area, which would give us an indication that the price action is going to go down. So if I were a betting man, I would have to say that we're probably looking at a double top, and we're going to see the price action move closer to VWAP. Let's zoom out on this. Let's move out a little bit. Yeah. So let's look at it from a different angle. So we said that this right here is the demand zone, but the price action has moved up significantly. So I can kind of move this demand zone up a little bit. So let's get the graffiti pencil out. And let's go ahead and bring the demand zone up into better form, better play, if you will. Boom, right there. Let's go right there. And I would say maybe this area right here would be the new demand zone. So the price action could very easily start going towards VWAP or slightly below VWAP. We're hoping that that's not the case, but that's the way it's looking on the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
The 5 minute chart. And on the 5 minute chart, it's looking a lot more like a little cup and handle. Now, this is only a short segment of time, and again, it could reverse and become a cup and handle instead of a double top. So we'll come back to you. ASNS, we will come back to you a little later and see how you're doing. How you doing? No. How you doing? NVVE ends up moving. NVVE moves. Does it have news? Does it have news? Let's clear this chart a little bit. Let's make it a little bit neater. Clear the chart. Go ahead. Boom. Just like that. We cleared the chart over here. It popped and it dropped. What's the deal with it? Okay, we talked about that news. It was engaged in Capello, blah, blah, blah. That was from May 23rd. No real news. Not a lot of volume. 2.3 million shares trading hands, and the float's 5.8 million. Float's low, but the volume's lower. The volume's lower. But it did hit 96%. 96%. So we'll put a little ringy-dingy over here because my attitude is quite clear. What have you done for me lately? Yes, you went up 96%. Lovely. What have you done for me lately? Doubles. What have they done for me lately? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. MITQ seems to be doing a little bit of a curl. Let's go take a look at it. MITQ curling. Let's get some graffiti pencil out there. Let's do a little graffiti right there. How about this one right now? And we could go right here maybe, or maybe right over here with this. Let's go right there. Come on now. Right over here. Boom. Right there. Boom. How about this one? This one right over here. How about we go on this one right over here? Okay, so we have roughly our demand and supply zone, right? And we can even move the demand zone up here if we wanted to. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring it up a little bit. Boom. Let's go over here. Let's say right around here would be a demand zone. And you know what? I'm feeling kind of frisky, so I'm going to even move the supply zone a little bit further up. How about that? Boom. It looks like it's holding support at this level of 123. Right now, MITQ is up 85%. It was up, MITQ was up 132% earlier. Significant news, not the type of volume that I would have liked to see. I would like to see a lot more volume. I just got a brung. Glenn, you subscribed. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Indelible Tribe. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the news. Moving Image Technologies was awarded a multi-million-dollar contract for state-of-the-art Alamo Drafthouse Cinema in Indianapolis. This news came out at 7 o'clock. The stock has grinded its way up to 132%. It's pulled back now 84%. The float is relatively low at 6.9 million, but the volume hasn't followed with the float, and it still went up. The volume is only 19 million shares. We like to see a lot more than that, Doubles, don't we? We sure do. We sure do, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so that's what's going on with it right now. It's basically trying to bounce off the demand zone. We want to see it do a little bit of a curl. It's got resistance over here. If we zoom in, let's go ahead and zoom in. It's sitting on the 20 EMA, and it has resistance from the 13, the 9, and the VWAP. We want to see this 9 right over here curl towards the VWAP and cross over the VWAP. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we want to see. And when it crosses over the VWAP, then I'll feel a lot better about you, MITQ. But I think you're kind of cute, so I'm going to keep you on my side chart. Side chart FLA. You seem kind of cute, so we're going to keep an eye on you. Just one eye, just one. Only one. Let's go and take a look at some other tickers. Okay, there was another runner that we had earlier, MFI, but it did a round tripperoo, and it looks quite bearish at this juncture. I'm not loving it. You need to definitely start moving beyond these indicators over here to make me feel more, how should I put it? Je ne sais quoi? That's the wrong word, right? I don't even know what that means. What language is that? French. Oui. French fries.
Oui.
Yeah. But French fries were from Belgium. Did you know that? Yeah, they're really from Belgium. You know, there was a really good restaurant up in New York called Waterzooey. It was a Belgian restaurant, and they made the best French fries. The best. Waterzooey in Long Island. Yeah, that was the ticket. Yeah, Waterzooey, Belgian restaurant. The food was off the charts. Belgian food was awesome. G-Wave. Let's go take a look at G-Wave. G-Wave was trying to make some noise, but it's been kind of on the flushy side, so that kind of upsets me a little bit. So let's talk about G-Wave. G-Wave had a 1-for-150 reverse split on June 3rd, and then it sold off, and the float was really, really low at around 46,000. They must have diluted because the float now is 5.14 million, but it's still a relatively low float stock, but the volume is under 2 million. So, and it has a ton of short interest. If volume were to come in, let's go ahead and zoom into this. We could see that there was a zone of indecisiveness that we were looking at earlier, right over here, the zone right there, and it ultimately did break out and moved up, but it didn't really move up terribly much, and currently it's only up around 11%. Massive amounts of short interest on G-Wave, It does have news. The news is that G-Wave technology processing system generates record revenues as copper hits all-time high. And if I remember correctly, this is like a recycling entity, and they have a bunch of recycling places and so on and so forth. And the stock was trading under 4 cents before the reverse split. They were not in compliance with the Nasdaq. They were not in compliance, but now they are in compliance with the Nasdaq. And again, their float on the reverse split should have been around 46,000, but I'm seeing that the float's 5.1 million, so that suggests that they've already diluted. That's what it suggests to me. Right, but it is trying to stay above VWAP. We'll keep an eye on it. It needs volume, and if it gets volume, maybe we'll see a little squeezy, nice and easy. Maybe. How about VHAI? VHAI is another ticker that's been beaten down quite a bit, and it's continuing to sell off. There's not a heck of a lot of volume, but we created a little bit of a trend line over here, a little trend line, and you can see where the trend line is right here, and we need to see it curl above the trend line, and break that trend, downward trend, and then become more bullish. But right now, you're kind of bearish. Let's take a look at SYTA, another ticker, another one that was moving. It went up 86%, 86% on the following news. SYTA Mobile enters into partnership with JD Telecom. JD Telecom is supposed to be a relatively large company. Don't know who they are, but the title sounds good. It's currently up 53%. The float is very interesting at 541,000 shares. It's a micro mini float. We like micro mini floats. And the volume right now, the volume right now is 10 million shares. 10 million shares. Here's another stock that's been beaten up. SMFL, and it needs a lot of help. It needs volume. Let's take a look at the 5 minute, and you can see a massive sell-off and consolidation right around this region at around $3.25, $3.35. Needs volume to curl back up. Look at that sell-off. Holy moly. Let's go to ASNS, the 500-pound gorilla in the room. Or should I say 1,251% gorilla in the room. 1,251% gorilla in the room. Let's zoom in. We're zooming in. And remember, we weren't sure if it was going to be a double top or a cup and handle, and it looks like it's trying doubles to make itself into a cup and handle bull pattern. Let's go get the graffiti pencil out and neaten this sucker up a little bit. Let's go to the demand zone right over here and pull it all the way over to the side. Let's go to the supply zone and pull it all the way over here. And again, demand and supply zones are, for all intentional purposes, this would be a support area and this would be a resistance area. That's the general concept. Doubles. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having fun with the stream, consider sharing. We would appreciate it. Thank you very much. And yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So we want this to be a cup and handle, and the longer that it starts to extend out, the less likely it stays bullish. But it's still above the 9. Let's go take a look at that. It's still above the 9 EMA, which is this teal line right here, and that's a good thing. But it's giving me a top tail.
We don't like top tails.
We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails.
Yay.
Can I have a bottom tail? Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute.
1 minute.
We're taking a look at the 1 minute chart. We're going to zoom in on the 1 minute, and that's not good. It doesn't look good on the 1 minute because over here it looks like it's giving me a triple top. You see, I don't like that. But let me get rid of this particular marker, which is what I thought would be a cup over here with a handle, and it's still potentially a cup with a handle. But what we have right now is a channel. DBL, it's channel time. It's channel time. Right over here, we have a channel that is holding in right around VWAP, right above VWAP. We do have a trend, so let's go ahead and get the trend. Oh, man, I'm doing a lot of graffiti over here. Boom. We got a little bit of a trend over here going. But we need to see the price action stay above the 9 EMA, break through 445-ish, and then keep trucking upward. So it's still conceivably a double, a cup and handle bull pattern still, but it's not clear because it could also be a triple top bear. And as we get closer to the 9:30 bell, I tend to think it becomes more bearish because people are going to profit take. I'm guessing, I'm speculating. What do I know? I'm just an artiste. I have to have my espresso. That ice espresso. Bustelo.
Tierra Cubana.
Tierra Cubana. Yeah. You roll those R's, bad boy. You roll them. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so ASNS currently up 819%. They jumped up 1,251% on news that came out at 4:30 last night, where they received new orders to supply 3 military bases with cyber-hardened networking technologies. Okay, so that's the story. And the float 2.5 million, very low. I like that. I like a low float. Volume, 30 million. I like that too.
Yeesh.
But I'd like to have some more volume. And I'm guessing that some folks might be trying to short this, maybe because it's so extended. But I tell you what, it's been kind of parabolic out there, and I don't know, man. I don't know if I would be messing with that if I was a short. But hey, what do I know? I don't short. MFI looks like it's forming a little bit of curvature at the bottom. A little bit of a curvature. Let's take a look at this. Could this be doubles? Could this be a double bottom on that sell-off? Could it be? Could it be that we're possibly going to have a double bottom and maybe we could see a bottom tail? Bottom tail. Could we see a bottom tail? We have resistance on the 20, but we can see that the 9 EMA is starting to curl up. The 9 EMA is starting to curl up, but it is below VWAP. So let's get the graffiti pencil out. Time for the graffiti pencil. DBL. We're getting it out. Here it goes. Shazam. Could we say maybe that this particular area right over here, this area right here, maybe we could call this, I don't know, maybe we call this the demand zone. Can we call it a demand zone? Let's call it a demand zone, doubles. Demand zone. Could we call maybe this area up here? Right around here, maybe the supply zone? The supply zone. Yeah. And we maybe have a double bottom over here. Let's go and get a graffiti pencil out and draw the double bottoms. We like double bottoms, doubles.
Yes, sir.
Do you like your double bottoms? Your bottoms double? Do you like that? Oh, see how I played with your name? Double, that's like a dad joke. I'm just saying, it's a dad joke. Double bottom, bull pattern. Can we have maybe something like this go on? Maybe something like that? What do you think? Can we have that? That's what I'm hoping. We need to maintain support in this region over here, which is the demand zone, and see the price action bump it up. It needs a volume. Ladies and gentlemen, it needs volume, and if it gets volume, maybe we can see MFI moving upward. So let's take a look at what the situation is with MFI. It's currently up 81%. The volume is 16 million. The float is only 2.6 million. So there's a chance that we can get a little schmexy here. I don't see any news on it. Hold on. May 16th, they announced fiscal year 2023 financial results, but nothing current. So you're going to go on a side chart, MFI, a side chart, because I don't think you're ready yet. You're not ready yet, and we need something that's ready. Let's go back to the videotape. ASNS, ladies and gentlemen, let's go take a peeky weeky at what's going on with this. So, just to take a look at it, of course, we had the 1,251% run up over here. We had what looked to be a descending wedge over here, and in fact, the price action did in fact spike, but then it hit resistance at around the 445 price point. And right now, when we weren't particularly sure if this was going to be a triple top or not, but I'm going to go and change my opinion of this. But before I do that, let me take a look at the 1 minute. Let's take a look at the 1 minute and see what's going on here. Okay, on the 1 minute, yeah, there is still the possibility that this is a triple top, absolutely. But it is still trying to maintain itself on this trend line. We want to see it stay above this trend line. So let's go ahead and do something maybe like this. Let's get this graffiti pencil out, and boom. Let's go right over here. We want to see the price action continue to trend upward. If the price action were to trend upward, then maybe, just maybe, we could be forming a bull pennant, DBL moms? A bull pennant? Could that be? Could it be? Could it be that this is going to turn into a nice little beak as this price action starts to move up? We need this price action to stay up so it does not comply with the bearish triple top. So again, it's an area of uncertainty. We don't know which way it's going on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
Let's go to the 5 minute. Let's see what we can garner from the 5 minute. And again, on the 5 minute, it still looks like it could potentially be a bull pennant. It could still potentially be a bull pennant as long as the price action continues to stay towards the top. Towards the top. Let's do that. And let's do this, right? So maybe doubles. We have the beginnings of a bull pennant and a breakout. Let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Let's take this line out of here. This line has to go. And let's go ahead and put another line and we're going to be positive about things. We're going to say maybe it does one of these things right there. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping that this is not a triple top bear pattern. That's what we're hoping for. So this is what it looks like on the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
Now let's go take a look at it on the 1 minute.
1 minute.
And I'm paying a lot of attention to it because, hey, it's got news and it's been already proven to be parabolic. But on the other hand, it's also extended. And we could see, again, it is unclear what it wants to do. And right now, it seems to be curling downward and pulling downward. The demand zone's right here. It's still above VWAP, but we don't have a lot of volume. It needs volume. Okay, we're going to come back to you, ASNS. We're going to come back to you because right now you're upsetting me because you're going below my trend line and you're not being schmexy. So if you're not going to be schmexy, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? OPTT is another little penny ticker, OPTT, and it is curling on very low volume, curling, and it looks like it's potentially going to find resistance right around this level, just below 20 cents. And currently, it had a double top over here, sold off, and is curling up. Not particularly schmexy, but you know what looks like it's getting schmexy? MITQ. MITQ. You curled. Oh, you silly little bird, you. You curled. You curled on low volume. How cute of you. Let's go to the 5 minute. 5 minute chart. Let's go take a look at the 5 minute chart. We can see that the price action is smack dab in the middle of the demand zone down here and the supply zone over here. There's not a lot of volume going on with this, but let's get the graffiti pencil out and neaten this up. This does have news doubles. DBL moms, would you read the news for MITQ, please? The peoples, the indelible peoples want to know what the news is. They want to know. The news is, drumroll please. Dun, 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 dun.
Moving Image Technologies awarded multi-million-dollar contract for state-of-the-art Alamo Drafthouse Cinema in Indianapolis. 7 a.m. today.
7 a.m. and it's currently up now 102%. Ladies and gentlemen, it has hit a high of 132%. And I think MITQ could have some gas in the tank. What do you think, DBL Bombs? Again, this is not financial advice. This is not stock advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a stock advisor. It's just a show.
Da, 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 da.
And we're having fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep an eye on MITQ. It's kind of like in a intermediate zone over here, but it is still trending upward. It does have news, and one thing that we noticed, DBL Moms, is that the volume has gone up. The volume has gone up. So the float is just under 7 million, and now the volume is at 21 million. I don't think that there's a lot of people looking at it just yet. Not just yet. But this is going to be a side chart. Side chart FLA. And now we have XTIA on the scanner. Let's go take a look at XTIA. New ticker going parabolic, up 160%. Oh my. XTI Aerospace announces Mesa Airlines investment in XTI. Mesa, I saw that ticker as well. Mesa, I saw that earlier in the morning. Mesa, let's see what Mesa's doing. Not doing much, but XTIA parabolic, up 140%, pulling back. It went up 160, pulling back on that news. The float is on the heavy side at 9.24 million, and the volume is only 1 million. Let's read this news one more time so I can digest it. XTI Aerospace announces Mesa Airlines investment in XTI and conditional pre-order for 100 Trifan 600 aircraft, up 172%. 181%. Well, now that's quite a coinky dink. That's quite a coinky dink. Look at that. Look at that price action, and this is on very light volume. Ladies and gentlemen, we only have 1.68 million shares kicking in over here. So again, we're going to have to see what happens. We've got levels, so we've seen this ticker move before because the levels already exist. And there should be significant resistance at a higher price point, right about $2.85. But we're getting a lot of top tails. We don't like the top tails.
We like the bottom tail.
It's all about the bottom tails, doubles.
Yay.
It's all about the bottom. all about the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. We are all about. I am a bottom tail kind of fella. DBL moms, true or false? Bottom tailer? I am a bottom tailer, ladies and gentlemen. And we see XTIA moving 186%. And we're still going to keep an eye. Uh-oh, people are waking up and seeing XTIA up 193%. Oh my goodness. The humanity of it. We're going to keep an eye on it because it's still moving parabolic. Parabolicness, I am going to add this tickaroo over here to these little chart that I have here. Let's see, hold on right here. Let's go over here, XTIA, and XTIA is blowing through resistance areas. Significant resistance at 285. If it breaks 285, she might blow, Captain, 217%. Okay, heavy resistance at 285, a key level, and it just blew right past it. $3, 226%. Can it hold above 285? That's the question. Will it hold? Let's go to the 1 minute. It is super extended on the 5 minute. It's super extended on the 1 minute. It's in the overbought range of the RSI. But it's got a lot of green, juicy candles, ladies and gentlemen. If you're having fun, let's share that stream. Ladies and gentlemen, indelibles, help the stream out. The more you help us out, the more content we can put out for you. It's still moving. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now breaking through another resistance area of around a little over $3, a little over $3. $3 is a resistance area. It is a top tail currently on the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. And of course, it went extensively up. And of course, it's top tail, and it's now pulling back. Ladies and gentlemen, 226%, 226% run on XTIA. It is a 9 million float stock. You know, a little on the heavier side, but still relatively low. Volume only 3 million. A lot of people don't know about the news yet. I don't think so. I don't dinky. I don't think so. XTI Aerospace announces Mesa Airlines investment in XTI and conditional pre-order for 100 Tri-Fan 600 aircraft. That's the news, but right now it's a top tail. We don't like the top tails.
We like the bottom.
We're all about the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see if it can reclaim that top tail, that nasty top tail. Remember, resistance is heavy at 285. 285 is an area of resistance, and if this can blow through 285, we might have some shorts that get squeezy, nice and easy. Some juiciness. Can it pump up over 285 and continue to move north? That's the question. It's warm up north nowadays. It's warm up there. Go ahead. XTIA, let's see if you can go north. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to see you go north. It still has a top tail. Let's take a look at it in 1 minute. Again, overbought on the RSI. Definitely overbought on the RSI. Still a lot of green candles. It's trying to form a bottom tail, but it's getting a lot of resistance at that 285 number. That 285 number is a Dickens, DBL moms. It's a Dickens. You know that?
Yep.
It's a Dickens. It's a Dickens. We need to see it break through that. It needs to pull back. It probably will pull back depending on how far down it pulls back. We'll make a determination as to whether it continues to be schmexy or not. But that was a schmexy move, doubles. There was some schmexiness there, ladies and gentlemen. Schmexy. Okie dokie. Let's see what else is cooking in the oven. Let's see what the videotape shows us. All right, we have to go back to ASNS. You know what? I'm going to put a little, well, I already have my ringy dingy over there. I'm going to go to ASNS and see what it's doing. And it did something I didn't like. It broke the trend, but it's still staying in that channel. So that's good. But we have 1, 2, 3 triple tops here. That concerns me, ladies and gentlemen. That concerns me. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out. Let's get the graffiti pencil out and fill this out a little bit right over here. It's trying to maintain itself above VWAP. Let's see what happens. There's not enough volume to make you schmexy again, ASNS. I know what you're going to say, ASNS. I went up 1,251% for you. What else do you want from me? You've taken the best years of my day from me. Oh yeah? Well, you know what? I want more. I'm demanding of my stonks. I'm demanding. Otherwise, I will go to the Serengeti and find another stonk. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to do that. ASNS, prove yourself. Give me a bottom tail. Give me a bottom tail. What have you done for me lately? XTIA. Let's go take a look at XTIA. And it has that resistance at 285. It's starting to curl back up. Curl on the 1 minute with a bottom tail, but the bottom tail's red. We don't like the red ones. We like the bottom tails green. Yeah. Bottom tails. We needed some bottom tails. Let's go see what it looks like on the 5 minute. The 5 minute chart. And we can see on the 5 minute chart, it does not look schmexy at all because it's got this huge red top tail. We don't like the red top tails.
We like the bottom.
We like the bottom tails. So what I'm going to say to you, XTIA, I know you went up 226%, but I told ASNS the same thing. What have you done for me lately? Get yourself back into shape. I want to see some bottom tailage from you. Bottom tail, bottom tail. Where's my bottom tail? I need some bottom tail. MITQ. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like a triple top. Wah, wah, wah. That's not good. Let's get the graffiti pencil out, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. That's a no good because that means it's a head and shoulder pattern. And if that's what it is, it could not stay above the demand zone, and it could do one of these things right here. And that would be kind of nasty. And we are getting closer to 9:30, and maybe there's some profit taking going on pretty soon. Yeah. Maybe. We'll come back to you, MITQ. I'm not ready to sell you off just yet, but you look very bearish. You know, and we don't like bearish. We like the bull. The bull with the horns. The horns. You know, when I was a young man, Doubles, Papa gave me one of those red horns, those Italian horns that you hang on your rearview mirror.
Fight off the eye.
And to fight off the eye, the evil eye.
Oh.
The evil eye. It looked like a little bit like a pepper. Like a pepper. Like a pepper. Yeah, the horn. Yeah, the horn.
To fight off the eye.
Anyway, the eye. To fight off the eye. All right, let's go to the videotape. Let's go to the videotape and let's go and check out another ticker. Let's go take a look at another one. Let's see what else we can take a look at. Let's go take a look at MFI. And MFI had a double bottom over here, a double bottom right here and here, but right now it's not bouncing, no volume, so later for you, not schmexy. SYTA had a move and then pulled back really heavy. Let's take a look at it. STYA, selling off, no good, Nope, very bearish. No. There was another tick. Oh, UMAC is coming up. You silly bird, you. UMAC, yeah. What's going on with UMAC? Let's see. It's up 25%. Unusual Machines, Inc. to present at the Emerging Growth Virtual Conference on June 12th. It's a 9 million float stock, but the volume is, it's like nothing. It only has 48,000 shares trading. You're not schmexy at this point, UMAC. Maybe when you grow up we can talk, okay? But right now, no. Let's take a look at G-Wave. I'm a little disappointed with the price action on G-Wave. I want to see it break out. I want to see a short squeeze on it. It has moved up, but it's very flushy. G-Wave, call me when you're ready. Let me know, okay? We'll put maybe a little ringy-dingy over here. A little ringy-dingy. And, if you start moving up a little, let's say 481, I'll get a little ringy-dingy, and maybe at that point we can talk. But right now, right now you're just not doing it for me, you know what I mean? What have you done for me lately? NDRA, ladies and gentlemen, NDRA, ran earlier and sold off quite a bit. Not schmexy, no. So let's see what else we got. Let's find some other tickers that seem to be moving up. TPET, a little bit of a heavy float. A energy company moving up only 13%. The float is 21 million. Volume very low at 558,000. Notice a proposed sale of securities came out June 4th, so I guess there was some dilution that went on yesterday, and maybe it's bouncing back from the dilution. Maybe. Let's see if that's what it is. Let's go to a different time frame. Let's go to the 10-day time frame. Can't really garner much information from that. So TPET, not particularly schmexy. Not schmexy. Let's go to ASNS. ASNS, the big kahuna in the house today, ran 1,251%. It's in a zone of consolidation. It seems to be respecting the VWAP, but we're still not sure what it's going to do because it has a top over here, a top over there, and a top over there. And we don't like triple tops because triple tops can be nasty. Nasty. So let's clean this chart up a little bit. Let's clean it up a little bit so that it looks a little bit neater. We were hoping for a type of a pattern over here, which would have been like a bull pattern, but it did not really happen. So let's clean that up. Let's get that out of there. That bull pattern did not happen. Unfortunately, it did not happen. So we're going to get rid of that, and let's get rid of this one right here. How about that one right there? Come on, right there. Boom. Not that. Not that. Not this one. That one. There you go. And that one. Let's get rid of that one. Not that one. That one. Man, come on. Think or swim. You got to do better than this. Think or swim. Cooperate. Cooperate, I tell you. Cooperate. Cooperate. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go and zoom over here. So ignore this. This is not supposed to be there. Let's try it again. There we go. Boom. All right. I'm very anal about these things. Okay, so top, 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 triple top, bearish. No good. But it is staying above VWAP. So if it could break through over the 9 and start curling up, maybe, just maybe, we could have another little bull run. But we are getting uncomfortably close to the 9:30 hour. And at the 9:30 hour, you know what could happen, doubles, right? There could be a sell-off from profit taking, yeah. So that's my concerns. I'd like to see a run before the 9:30 hour. And I'm not seeing it. I don't see the volume. It needs volumes, double. It needs volume. Let's go take a look at XTIA. Nice little 226% run. XTIA. Boom, right there. But it's selling off right now. Selling off, not schmexy, selling off on that top tail. We don't like the top tails, doubles.
Like the bottom.
It's all about the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the bottom tails. Let's see what else we could look at. I hate when there's no momentum. I want momentum. Let's take a look at NVVE. NVVE moved a little bit earlier. Let's see what it's doing now. It's sold off hard. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not interested. Let's go back to the videotape. ASNS. And again, we have a situation where it's still continuing to hold on the VWAP. Does not have the volume, in my humble opinion, to go parabolic at this juncture. So we're waiting, and we're still waiting. ASNS, please do something for us. Please do something. You have to. You just have to. Let's go back to another ticker. Let's go to another runner that ran earlier, and it just ran and then flushed hard. CCM went up 110%, and it was up and down since then, so not particularly schmexy. There is a Japanese ticker that went up 43% and hasn't really been moving since, WKME, and it's been consolidating just like that, so not particularly schmexy.
Yeah.
No. MFI, let's go take a look at you one more time. And you had that little double bottom going on over here. You had it, but you haven't broken out yet, so you're not ready yet. So I'll just keep on hunting on the Serengeti doubles. I'm still checking out Serengeti. Let's go take a look and see what GME is doing, because of course GME was going nuts. So of course it is on a downward trend. Let's take a look at the 1 minute chart. The 1 minute chart looks kind of sloppy. Price action under VWAP. Not particularly schmexy. GME, get your act together, I tell you. Get it together, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we needed to do. We needed to get itself together. XTIA. Let's go back to the videotape. It's curling. Curl. Doubles curl.
Yes.
I need some espresso ice to get ready for the battle. Yeah.
Someone writes HOLO.
Holo. I like Holo. We called Holo a long time ago, and it ran thousands and thousands of percentage points. Holo, let's take a look at it. So we gave it a descending wedge over here. Let's zoom in. And it did, in fact, break up into the upside on that descending wedge earlier pre-market. Right now, it looks like it needs volume because we've got a lot of barcoding. We don't like barcoding because that means that there's not enough liquidity, and the market makers are stepping in. Thus, market makers are stepping in to create choppy liquidity, and that's never a good sign. So what we need to see is volume. Let's go to the 5-minute. We're going to the 5-minute chart to see what's going on with the 5-minute chart. And we can see that maybe we can have a second descending wedge. Maybe, but it needs volume. It definitely needs volume. So let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out. We're going to get the graffiti pencil out over here. And do this, and maybe something like this right here, and maybe it's another descending wedge. It needs to break VWAP. It needs volume. Holo. It needs volume, baby. It needs volume. XTIA. And XTIA is selling off. And let's go back to ASNS, the big monster, and it is in this consolidation zone. So it's either going to break downward because of a triple top, or it keeps on consolidating, and if it can stay above VWAP and the 9, we could see a continuation. I don't think we're done with ASNS. I just don't know when it runs or if it runs, but I just don't know when. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so that is the show on social media. We're going to continue our program on our private Discord channel. Over there, it's not a show. It's where we actually start analyzing a little bit more in depth stuff like this. So if you're interested in checking it out, it's actually pretty good. The Discord is, I would say, fire, if I do say so myself. So to tell you a little bit about what went on with the Discord this morning, of course, last night we called ASNS, and of course this morning it went up 1,251%. That was a early watch list for our Discord. We called XTIA for the Discord and for you guys right here on the live stream, 226%, MITQ 132%, CCM 110%. That was a baby one. MFI, I don't want to brag, 176%, and then DRA 191%. So we're going to continue the show on the Discord. We have the link in the description and in the pinned comment to do our trial for $1.
Yes.
$1, 5 days. You get the trial, and you can see us in action. Again, it's more of a serious type of a live stream. It's still fun, but more serious and a deeper dive in the indicators that we utilize and how we determine which tickers we like and which ones we're going to trade, and our entries and exits, the strategies that we use. We're not professionals, but we share with you what works for us. Right, DBL moms?
Right.
That's right. Okay, so that's the story with that. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, consider subscribing and doing what this gentleman says.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you're not following us on X.com, also known as Twitter, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And if you're not following us on Twitch, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. We love you. Make a lot of money. Be greenable. It's Coach Nick Money. Make that money. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Coach Nick Money.
DBL Nukes.
And the stonk queen herself, the one, the only, my queen, DBL Moms.